Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video day. And today, the Carolina Panthers have decided to re-sign Andy Dalton, veteran quarterback, to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Three-time Pro Bowler Andy Dalton is going back to Carolina for the next 2 seasons. He's already been there for his last 2 seasons. So another 2 seasons potentially for Dalton in Carolina, which ultimately would be Andy Dalton's longest stay of his career since Cincinnati. With Cincinnati, he was there since drafted, 2011, all the way to 2019. But since then, he hasn't had a lot of long stays at all. Was with Dallas in 2020, and Chicago 2021, New Orleans 2022, and Carolina the last 2 seasons. So Carolina, since Cincinnati, is the only team he's had multiple seasons with, and I think it's going to be a 3rd season next year and potentially a 4th in 2026. He actually did have 5 starts last season when the Panthers did decide to bench. They decided to bench Bryce Young after the rough start he had to the season. And with Dalton, the team did go 1-4, and he threw 106 for 160. Completion percentage was actually pretty good, 66%. And he threw for 1,000 passing yards with 7 passing touchdowns and 6 picks. He definitely wasn't amazing, but I think he was pretty solid. He did have an amazing game against the Raiders, and he did get to play his next start. I remember he got to play his former team, the Bengals, and he had a solid game against them, and it was a close loss. And outside of that, I think there were some blowout losses in between that, and then ultimately decided to give the starting job back to Bryce Young. And look, even if Dalton's not an amazing player, I think the veteran experience for a backup quarterback that Andy Dalton has is great for Bryce Young. We saw such an improvement for Bryce Young last season mid-year, and I think that's going to carry over to the 2025 season for Bryce. I really do think so. And also, I think they're going to add in some more help at the wide receiver position for him this year, and that will make him a better player. But I think Andy Dalton definitely very well, you can make him a better player. When you have a veteran quarterback around you like Andy Dalton and you're a young guy who's trying to improve and get better, I think a guy like Andy Dalton can be great for a young QB, and I'm sure Andy Dalton's been really good for Bryce. And so I know that's why they're giving him this contract. Look, Andy Dalton's a solid QB, a solid vet to have around a locker room, and not that bad of a quarterback to have if your starter goes down. But he is not worth $4 million a year. I'm sorry. The only reason he is worth $4 million a year, and the only reason why Carolina is willing to give him the $4 million a year they're giving him in this contract, is because of the value he brings to Bryce Young and potentially helping him to continue to develop as a quarterback. And we'll see how long Andy Dalton plays. I mean, he's been in the NFL since 2011. He's going to be 38 in the middle of the season, and then in the middle of the 2025 season. I don't know how much longer he plays. Watch out for Andy Dalton potentially turning into a coach. I think this Carolina job he's had, or him being on Carolina, very well could interest him into becoming a coach in the NFL. Let me know your thoughts on the signing for the Panthers in the comment section, and peace out.